Okay, wait a minute. Go.
Alright, check it out. Before we start this interview, disclaimer, okay? We're in the locker room of Blanche Ely High School. Y'all saying, why we in the locker room? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm hosting a step show, so this is where we had to do the interview, get some piece of crime, right? Now, back to our regular scheduled program.
Hey, what's going on, world? This is your slimcity, City on Crank TV, CrankItUpMagazine.com. We're over here with the Bad Boy Radio, Big Lip Bandit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? Holding it down for South Florida for 8 years. 8 years. Now, you got an incredible story, man. You ain't just an average radio person. No. You been doing a lot, man. Like, tell them it ain't easy doing what you do.
No, I've been doing a lot. Like, I made a lot of sacrifices. Like, people don't understand this game. It's a very, very vicious game. I started out on the air at 17 years old. And even I went to college on a football scholarship, I gave that up. You know why? Because I wanted to do radio. I stayed in school, you know, and I majored in communications, but I gave football up like around my junior year. And I was like, his hand stuck in my hand. I put a pass straight across the middle. Bang! This kid that lead wood off, hit me, cracked my hand, and never played again. But that's another story, all right? But anyway, right? So now, I'm doing my radio thing or whatever, and I left college. Actually, I got out of college. I left Philly. I went to like Gainesville, Florida to work in radio in Gainesville. You know, my mom, everybody thought I was on drugs. I left Philly for like $250 a week, and I was making like $1,500 a week and like club money, doing clubs and stuff. So I left Gainesville, stayed there about 4 months, got fired, moved to Jacksonville because somebody promised me a job in Jacksonville on radio. That fell through. So I just like, honestly, I was down on my luck. At one point I was dating and sleeping out of my car. People didn't even know that, man. And then eventually I got back on my feet. I got myself together. I went to a low point. I mean, I was walking around Jacksonville selling AT&T door to door, no lie. That's honest, true. And then one thing led to another. God worked his ways in my life to where I got in so much trouble, man, that I moved to South Carolina. That's where all my family is from. I'm in South Carolina. The radio station came on the air. The program director at that radio station, his best friend is the first guy who ever hired me at radio. So he gave me a job. I was on the air there for about a year. Then I got a job in Greensboro, North Carolina. I was only there for like 4 months. Program director here in Miami heard me driving through North Carolina, and then he offered me the job. And I ended up in Miami. I've been here for the last 8 years. And that little short time span, I went from selling AT&T door to door, not having no money. I mean, there was times where I had no lights in my apartment. All I had was a couch and a TV. That is no lie. I went from that, and within like a year, I ended up here in Miami. So I mean, that's like my story. I mean, there's more details to it, but you ain't got enough tape in that camera.
All right, so you came down to South Florida, you held it down for 8 songs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The king of South Florida, yes. On the radio, everybody tuned in. Yeah. Now you wasn't on the evenings. Now you switched to the morning. So what was the deal with that?
The biggest deal with mornings, here's what happened, okay? Like, for those of you who don't know, I haven't been on the air for the last few months because of the situation where they brought in a syndicated show. And the reason why I haven't been back on air at another station is primarily because I got a little contractual situation where I can't go back on until January of 2009, but it's okay. It's cool, it's not even a problem. But how the whole transition from nights to mornings happened is that back in 2004, I've been on the air for like 4 years. And there came a time where, you know, the morning show had left. And they were going to bring in a new morning show. They said, Lip, why don't you do mornings? I said, well, the only way I'll do mornings is if y'all give DJ Khaled nights. You know, that was the only reason why I took mornings. And so Khaled, because Khaled, you know, he was like, Lip, I need to get a shot. And I was like, look, man, I'll help you out. So I said, listen, I'll give my homie Khaled nights. I'll take the morning show. Khaled took nights. I took the morning show. The transition was crazy because I lived in the streets at night. You know, you gotta realize I'm doing a lot of clubs, doing a lot of events. And the biggest thing that made the difference to me is because I got a shorty I got custody of. You know, and I had my son since he was 1, since 2001. You know, so the thing is that, you know, I didn't spend a whole lot of time with him. You know, I went on the air at 6 o'clock, you know, and then I had somebody watch him, like a nanny or my best friend. And then that morning, I get up, I take him to school, I pick him up at 4, then I drop him back off at the big. So I was spending like 2 hours a day with him, and it wasn't fair to him. You know, so it was a good thing for me to go and do mornings, because that way I get to spend more time with him. So that was really the biggest decision. 1, I wanted to look out for Khaled, and then 2, it was like family reasons. It was hard, it was rough because, you know, I'm a night owl, but I just got used to it, so I'm good.